Some of you think that Elisha walked with Elijah for many years. You don't realize that when Elisha was anointed by Elijah to become his successor, Elijah had already concluded his ministry. I thought that would be necessary for you to know, because you may wonder why certain people in a short space of time, they are able to receive an impartation and a transference of a spirit. Short space. You may think it's because he had been with Elijah for a very long time, seeing him minister. No, it was right at the end when he had finished. He's no longer at his peak. He had concluded his ministry. That's when God said, okay, you can find a guy that can replace you. So that guy, because he's coming and submitting within a very short space of time, his levels of observation is supposed to be very high. But what helps Elisha observe like that is his background. His upbringing is assisting him in terms of how observant he becomes. You remember, he was running a 12 oxen system that requires proper coordination. So his previous career or previous occupation assisted him. That is why it's very important when God is about to use a man, he considers his upbringing, where you're coming from. Sometimes he ignores all that, but still there will have to be another upbringing that surpasses the previous upbringing. Why is it that God knew that he was going to call Moses into ministry? God knew it from the beginning that I'm going to call this guy. But God did not interfere with Moses' upbringing. Because the education, the Egyptian information, knowledge and civilization was necessary. He allowed him to go to school. He learned physics, mathematics. He learned architecture, because he wants to take him to a place, to a land. It's about real estate here. So God stayed away, because the upbringing of a person is very critical. So God can use your background, your upbringing that you think was miserable. It can actually aid in terms of enhancing your ability to observe things.